The TrekWorks YouTube channel is sponsored by HDA ModelWorks, suppliers of scale lighting products, detail accessory parts, and complete model kits. Visit HDAModelWorks.com today.
Hey there everybody, Boyd here with you. Well, we just finished up another 1/350 scale classic Enterprise build here for one of my clients, and I wanted to show it to you guys. This is number 44, I believe, and we did a little bit different on this one. We did a lit bridge on it, which I'll show you really quick. Just did the basic screen lighting up and everything in there, and some paint detail. And then we came over here and we did the open shuttle bay on this one with the Galileo getting ready to launch in there and all the interior lighting. And that came out pretty nice. Then I did all the usual detailing on this that you always see with the markings and a little bit of light weathering. We used the Tenna Controls motorized Bassards again, which I think these are one of the nicest ones out on the market. They're really quiet and they're rotating at just the right speed, and I really like the different colored lighting effects that we have and the timing of those and everything. The camera never really does these justice either. In person they look really, really awesome with all the different colors kind of melting together and everything. It's pretty sweet. But we built this off of one of the older style kits you can see that has the old grid lines on there, which my client decided he wanted to have, which is pretty cool. And everything else is just pretty much standard. But the reason I really wanted to make this video today was that a lot of questions have came in over time about how I pack one of these models and ship it off once I finish with it, and in a safe and protected manner. I've been doing this for several years now. Now I started out for the first several years using the Master Replicas shipping container. I have that actual model, and it's the exact same size as the Polar Lights here. And so I would use that, and it was a styrofoam cocoon basically, in two halves that you lower over the entire model, and it's sealed in there. It's fully supported and everything, and it worked great. And but I only had one of those, and I'd always send it out and have the customer send it back. And over time you worry about losing it or it getting damaged or whatever. So I was always looking for a solution. And then designing your own shipping system for this would be really really difficult, because you have these weird, shapes. You have these engines hanging out here by themselves, the saucer sticking out, the delicate sensor dish down below and everything. And so, making a jig to fit this all by yourself would be a lot of work. Well, thanks to a company called Ridge Tek Solutions that's out there, a fellow by the name of Tom Ellerman's running it. He created some custom shipping containers for this model and also the 1/350 scale Enterprise refit, and also I believe the large Space 1999 Eagle model kit. He might be working on a few others, but you can go over to RidgeTekSolutions.com and check it out. I bought a couple of the containers for shipping this particular model from Tom, and I really am really pleased with the quality. They're just excellent. They're made out of a high density foam. It kind of assembles like a set of Lincoln logs, if you guys remember those. It kind of all interlocks together and fully supports the model from every angle. It's made to have the model sitting there with the base attached to it, which is great. So what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to go ahead and show how I pack this model up in Tom's container and get it ready to go out the door to our customer in North Carolina. So I'll be right back with that. I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod, and we're going to get this all done. And then, if you guys decide you want to get one of these, I highly recommend it. It's not exactly inexpensive, but this is a really expensive model, even if you build it yourself. If you're spending all the time and money on it and you ever want to put it away for storage, or you're going to move or something like that, it might be nice to have one of those containers. And for you guys out there that are building these for clients, it's a great solution for your shipping needs. You've got to basically overdo it whenever you ship one of these fragile models, which is something that I've learned over time. It's a big part of what you deal with when you're building, for a living like this. So anyways, guys, we'll come back and set the camera up and be right back and show you how the model gets packed into the Ridge Tek container. Be right back. Okay, everybody, well, here we are looking at the shipping container, and you can see it's sectioned out, like I mentioned, sort of like a Lincoln log setup. It all interconnects together. I've just taken the top layer off, the kind of the header cap, if you want to call it that. The model goes in upside down, so we basically lay it in here by flipping it over, and then we start building everything on back on top of it. So I'm going to start pulling these center support pieces apart here first, and these all just kind of lock together They fit nice and tight. Really good quality foam. And you'll see just how nice the model sits in here in just a second. Pull this one out here. And this one here. And the one up in the front. And then we should be just needing to pull this one here. And I think we can slide the, you can see these fit together nice and tight, which is just what we want. Hopefully I can slide the engines in underneath of that one. So now we will bring in the model. Like I said, we'll turn it upside down here and gently sit it in its little cradle here. I think the engines will slide in like that. And make sure the saucer is down in there all the way. Okay, so you can see it's all nicely snug, and the part I'm talking about here is what's critical is that we have support on all this stuff. The pylons are supported, the hull is supported, the saucer neck won't be, get tweaked either way. So now we just start putting parts back in. Let's see, I want to make sure I do this right. Okay, we'll start off with the front one here first. That locks in and holds the front part of the saucer. And we have the middle one, which goes just like this to protect the forward part of the hull and get that locked in place. Okay, and it's got the deflector dish out there in the open so nothing will touch it. We've got this one in the middle here. And it's all touching the model just, just nice and snug. It's really nice, soft, clean material so it won't scratch your paint work or anything like that. And then finally we're going to lock down the back part of the ship here with the warp engines. Down in there nice and tight. Okay, so we've got that first part locked in. Now we're going to go ahead and put our cross section in here. And make sure you get these facing the right way. And you can see everything lines up in its own little spot. This is hard work, guys. Alright, down it goes. All locked in place there. Okay, they're all popping right in. And we have that section. Now we have the final two pieces here. We have the end caps, which I think, okay, they go on top. This goes down first, and we do this in a way that let's see, we want to slide this over the base, clear the mounting rod, and then up forward, so then our base is all out in the open. Then we've got these center supports. Okay. Now the one in the center, if you're, you want to have it to be able to clear the base, so I'm just, I put a little notch in that. It comes solid. I had to trim a little bit out of there. And then we've got some extra material that we can use to shore that up a little bit. There we go. We got it all back in place so that when you close the inner lid, this is two boxes in one. You can see it's got foam rubber all the way around the outside too to protect it. We'll seal this one up and then we'll seal the outer and we're ready to go. So I'll be finishing up here by putting in A little extra padding here in the corner that I'll pack the power supply that I include with this. And then we're going to shore up this a little bit with the extra padding that we have. But that's it, you guys. Really nice, simple to use. The model is totally protected and it'll get there in one piece, so that's what we want. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Happy modeling, everyone.